How do I do that?
Hello, everyone, and welcome. There is a three dots up there, Maya, and my picture to the right-hand side. It's a mute and the three dots. So we're giving you a how to make someone a co-host. Hover over my name, and we are waiting for. Oh, we have two people watching. Hello, everyone. We will start in few seconds. Um,
On my three dots, all I have is stop live stream.
oh, really?
I don't have anything
Um,
else. On my
so
three dots,
not your side. If you basically hover over my picture,
yeah, nothing happens when I put my arrow on you. You're on my whole screen.
you are my sunshine. We're gonna
So
make the gallery. So everyone, we're just waiting for more people to join, and we will start the videos. So you have to make me, let me see, sharing the screen. So today we are talking about autism. Today is Monday, Autism Monday. Our plan today is to show you some of the videos that Karim's mission, you see our t-shirt here, Karim's mission, we have therapists, we have people who are working hard to create short videos for parents and for the community in order for them to learn about autism. That is start from understanding autism, then deep dive into issues that family and individuals with kids with autism or individuals with autism face, and how we can combat that and make this world a better place for everyone. So what I'm going to do is I am going to share the video that we have prepared here. Right. So, okay, let me know if you are all seeing this, and then I'm going to use the sound from the computer. Let me know if you can hear it.
there's no sound, Hagir.
Yeah,
Could lead to social isolation and agitation when it's time to put
so
away the
sharing the
tablet or the
computer
Xbox.
sound.
Trust me, I've been there. It may be easier for autistic people to begin.
Hey friends, my name is Kareem.
What do you think of kids who always have an iPad or a phone nearby? What do you think of their parents? What did you think of those parents before you had kids? Maybe you're the parents who are feeling judged by the world. We all know kids, especially kids with autism, love technology. So how do we as parents and educators use technology in a beneficial way? While too much technology could lead to social isolation and agitation when it's time to put away the tablet or the Xbox, trust me, I've been there. It may be easier for autistic people to begin and maintain social relationships using an online platform like Roblox or Fortnite or Xbox Live, as long as there's a grown-up also supervising. I'm sure you're familiar with the apps that can teach basic reading, math, and science as well. Technology's come a long way. We use technology in autism treatment specifically in a couple different ways. Research shows using video modeling, watching somebody else do a task, usually broken down into steps, is a great way to teach new skills to autistic kids and adults. These kinds of models use generic people, or you can video your own child completing the task and use the video as like a reminder or a prompt. My older daughter's right now completing training modules for her job that are using video modeling. So it's likely that you've used this technique before too. You can also find or create videos with preferred characters. I know Sesame Street has a few of these resources for daily living skills like brushing your teeth. One of my favorite uses of technology for everybody is to make a visual schedule or checklist. Now, I've always been a list maker, so it's natural for me to want to organize all of my lists. For kids, it's even more beneficial to have images alongside text. This can be used to remind kids steps to get ready in the morning, or before bed, or for any routine you use in your house. If you have older kids, it can be beneficial to have a set checklist of items to complete before they get access to video games or before they can go play outside, that kind of thing. But maybe the most obvious and life-altering use of technology in autism treatment in the last decade has been the use of what we call alternative augmentative communication devices, which I'm going to call AACs. Historically, these were clunky and difficult to use, and everything sounded like a robot. But with the advent of the iPad and other tablets, even some free apps, ease of use has increased tremendously. Your speech therapy team will be able to advise you of best practices if your child could benefit from an AAC. With proper implementation and practice, I've seen them truly give kids a voice who previously had none, and it's incredible. Using an AAC gives people a way to communicate their wants and needs without engaging in challenging behavior. We want to make our kids' lives easier. Technology can be so helpful in everyday life, and it's becoming easier to leverage it to benefit the autistic population specifically. Try to create and use a visual schedule or a video model to help organize your household this week. See if it makes a difference.
Don't forget to subscribe for more fun. Bye-bye, superstars.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, Maya, we just showed one video, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna show one video, then we talk about it. The video we just watched is about technology and autism. Why did we do this video? Is because we get a lot of questions, and if you are a parent or a family with an individual with autism, you probably had that question cross your mind once or twice. For neurotypical and atypical kids, there is way of learning, different ways of learning, abilities. So you cannot say one size fit all when it comes to teaching your child with autism. The one question that we get all the time is, my child, should we let them watch TV or not? Should we let them listen to song or be on their iPad or give them our phone or not? Is that going to cause them to cause delay in their learning for autism? Or is it going to help them? That's the one question we get. The second one is the device. A lot of people use devices, and I'm going to talk about my personal experience later after we hear Maya, but they have devices that the therapy, the school, the speech therapist, even the doctors use for kids who are nonverbal. This is one of the signs of kids with autism, but that does not mean every child with autism or every individual with autism have communication issue. Some of them do speak well, but the majority, they have issue with communication or verbalizing, especially at the beginning, and if they don't get the help that they needed. So I'm going to talk about those two topics, but I'll let Maya chime in and talk to us about the video and what you think.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a really big topic to talk about because, even parents who have neurotypical children, they still ask the question, is too much technology, is that a thing?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we live in a society where technology is everywhere. And, even with my experience with my own son, if he doesn't have technology, he's bored. So the question is, how do we make it to where our children are thriving with technology and not holding them down? So with autism and technology, there's downsides and then there's upsides. Do you want me to go over those or no? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with the downsides of technology use. The first one is social isolation. Okay. And we all know people who, you know, or we may have kids that, they just want to be on their iPad all the time. They just want to be on their phone all the time, and they don't want to interact with others. Over reliance on technology can lead to reduced face-to-face interaction. It can also cause some autistic individuals may become agitated without access to technology, and develop a strong dependence on it. And that can be very hard for parents, if you're trying to, take your kids out shopping or anything like that, with them not having their technology. You can see that it'll be very difficult for them to focus. And children with autism already have a hard time. They absorb everything at one time. So imagine absorbing everything at one time and having the one thing that keeps you, what you think steady. So it's important that you know the upsides and the downsides. Now, the upsides, or do you want to add to the downsides, Hagir?
Okay, so go ahead and do the continue, and then we will like dissect and talk about it
Okay.
as we go. Yeah.
So the upside is platforms like Roblox, Fortnite can help increase social interaction among peers, and shared interests. And that's what you heard on the video. There's a lot of good games and a lot of good programs that are on iPads and on phones that your children can thrive with. And we
Yeah.
don't want to get this confused that just take away the iPads because they're not going to be able to interact with people, or they're going to come dependent on it. But everything is in good moderation, as they say. Um, the next one is it's a great educational tool. Video modeling and visual scheduling, making apps can be very effective in teaching kids new skills. And we actually talked about this on a previous Autism Monday show about using visuals for your kids. There's a potty app, there's a timer app for the potty. There's so much things that you can use that can be beneficial to your child who has autism or who is neurotypical. Social stories. Apps can help create and share social stories, which are useful for teaching social norms and expectations. There's so many videos coming soon to K-Mission as well, where we'll be able to talk about, life experience, what goes on the playground, what goes on in the swimming
Yeah.
pool, all those things can be put on an app where your child can receive the education that they need. So those are I have for the upsides and the downsides of technology. So we want to hear from everyone else.
Yes, and I did tag few of the moms that are working closely with Kareem's mission, and I'm going to wait for them to send us their experience and how is it working or not working for them. So I'm going to share my experience with Kareem. First, I'm going to start with the technology. I did my research, okay, but we need to know that anything need to be in moderation. So computer, eating, even exercising, because you could kill yourself or hurt yourself if you do too much of a good thing also. Watching TV and iPad, I was never a big fan with my girls growing up. I like to keep them busy. We're out playing, which is really good for kids. But when we talk about kids with autism, their way of receiving information, following direction, it is not your typical way. Okay, and researches shows that kids with autism actually learn better and more when they follow a video or something modeled to them, and not just by their parent. Kareem would not learn from me anything. Let's just put that. He loved me. I love him. He will want me to just sit, play with him. He's not going to pay me no mind when we sit and try to teach him. The only one, before we had the school, the only one that was helping Kareem was Malaz. He has a connection with her, and she would sit and she would teach him. Parents sometimes underestimate their kids' ability. And for me personally, I like was hesitant when Malaz will hold them and say, you have to say down for me to put you down. I'm like, he can't say it. And she's like, Mom, stop. You got to teach him and show him. So she would say it and he would not respond. And I'm like, just put him down, please. She's like, Mom. So I had to remove myself. Sometime as a parent, it might be better for your child to remove yourself of the equation if there is someone that you can trust and someone that the child is actually getting benefit and receiving information from. So when I stayed out of the picture and let Malaz do her thing, Malazing, she was able to teach him. And when he sat down, she looked at me, she's like, see, he just wanted it. He wants to get down. And when they have interest on doing something, this is the time when you can truly teach them to speak. Because I'm not going to do the things that you like until you actually communicate with me. And it might take a day or two, and she kept on it. MashaAllah, she's very patient. So she stays with him and he won't say nothing and she keeps saying it. And for me, I want to give up. So we noticed that when he sits, even the doctor suggested to us that he use tablet when he's eating because it distracts him and allow us to feed them. That for a reason at that time, because he wasn't getting enough calories. So her focus was him eating and getting enough calories and, normalizing the feeding, a normal feeding, because he had a feeding tube. So we used the tablet to get him to eat. Then the next step, she told us to start showing him how other people, other kids brush their teeth, or how other kids, reach out or point. Also, she showed me some apps that I shared with you guys before, at Autismo, which is one app that we're going to put on the bottom of this video. And then there is Lingo Kids. Those two apps truly help Kareem know his ABCs. It shocked me. So you need to know that your kids are very smart. They receive the information. Communicating and verbalizing that they know it or saying it back to you, normally with the typical child, is your only way of knowing that the kid listened, he understood, and he's repeating it. But for kids with autism, it might take them days, months, years for them to say the things that they already know. So be patient. That would be my first thing. When we met with the therapist, she did talk to us about using videos, specific videos that they use and they recommend to teach Kareem how to do things. So to get him to potty train, to use the bathroom to potty train, we use the song that it shows kids his age going, and his reception to the information from the tablet was really positive. So to me, that was basically a confirmation that the use of tablets and technology is good and needed for kids with autism. Again, that doesn't mean they're going to sit on a tablet all day or watch TV all day. You can use it just like how the classroom does. They have this amount of time for math, this amount of time for reading, library, playing, and then an hour for this. So what we do is we use the tablets for him to eat still. During that time, you can decide what apps you're going to put on your child tablet. So it's not like open. We use YouTube Kids because he liked to go on the YouTube and watch, those ASMR. He watched those and he eat with those. So it helped. Technology does help. The second part that I want to share is the assistive devices. The speech therapist, suggested a tablet and an app called Go Talk Now. And we're going to share that also. And I shared it before, but she suggested that app, and it's free for families with kids with autism through the insurance or through organizations that donate the app and the tablet, the device with it. All you need to do is talk to your speech therapist and see if this device is going to work for your child. Every child is different. If it is going to work for your child, the speech therapist will walk you through. The steps are speech therapist will suggest it, recommend that, and she will send a letter that you will take to your doctor. Your doctor has to fill a form if that's going directly to the like the tablets and the organization, the Go Talk Now people, or it's going to the insurance. The doctor will fill that. Once they fill it, the insurance or the tablet company, they have their own group of people, caseworker, who are going to do everything. You just sign and wait. In like maybe 2 months for us, Kareem received the tablet, the device, and the Go Talk Now app installed in it. And the therapist sat down with me, walked me through how we can do it and use it. I was very hesitant. I'm not going to lie to you. I do not like him to be using that because I knew my son can't talk. If you force him, and by forcing him, omitting the things that he like, and he will talk. Repeat things, he will talk. So I knew he has the ability, and that's why I didn't want this. And she sat down, and it didn't help that she sat down with me and she said, this is not going to delay his response. This is actually going to enhance. In my mind, I felt like he's going to be relying on this. He's just going to touch and ask, and he's not going to use his muscles and words. But that was the opposite. I was so hesitant. And I sat down angry with them. I said, okay, you have this, you're trying it. Are you going to be using it all the time? Is my son is just going to carry that tablet around with like everywhere he goes? And she said, no. So I said, to make me feel okay, use it when he's in school. Use it only for a specific period of time. And then when he comes home, we are going to talk to him. And she said, that's fine. So in maybe a month, and I'm not kidding you, in a month, we start to notice the positive outcome of that device. And my hesitancy and anger turned to be happy and yeah, joy and all of that. And that doesn't mean we just use it. He only used it in the beginning for a couple hours, and now he's at the point that he doesn't even need it. He's able to communicate his small basic needs. He just uses it when he's frustrated. And he got to the point that he know the tablet is there, and if he cannot talk to them and share what he wants, he will go and press on the button, and there we go. So those are my 2 cents when it comes to Kareem and technology. So do you have anything else to add in this area, or we can play the second video?
I do want to say, like,
Yeah.
technology, it has its pros and its cons. And us as parents, moms know best, dads know best. And if you feel like this is going to be beneficial or you're not sure, take the risk. You never know what the outcome may be. In Kareem's life, it changed it around, it helped him out. And if you guys are following Kareem K Gishin TV on TikTok, you can actually see exactly what Hagir is talking about him being able to speak if you give him something that he wants. And you have to really be on it. But every moment is a teachable moment. And we have to split it up between technology and between parent. Because if it's only just technology, that's when they become reliant on it. It's like
Yeah.
they're
And in this area, just talk about the amount of work. Like Maya is being there and witnessing. I talk nonstop. Marvi talk nonstop. Malaz Rimaz, even Maya, when she's here, she's with him and just like around him, she don't stop talking. And that truly pays off.
Yeah.
So it is a lot of work, guys. Like, I'm not going to tell you this is easy, but it's not impossible. You can do it. There is no doubt. So you want to just chime.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said at the end.
I said you want to just add to that, like the amount of work that you see
Oh,
that
yeah,
is put towards Kareem.
yeah, I don't even know if I can like sum it up to words, you know, from the chalkboard paint on the wall so that he can be his creative self to the nonstop communication. And that's really hard for parents who have an autistic child. You know, you automatically want to like shield them away. So you know, you keep them at home and you may, you know, keep them in front of a computer because they're calm and they sit and, you know, they're not, you know, running about here or there, but you have to give your child the opportunity to thrive with autism. And the best way to do that is to be with them nonstop and teach them in the process. From I've seen Hagir on the floor playing blocks, building magnetic tiles, you know, and talking in that process. Even the talkable where you put the card in and it says nurse or doctor or dog, you know, it's nonstop. And even I'm just gonna put this, generalize it. Your child does not have to have autism in order for you to have every moment be a teachable moment. And we've gotten into a society where everything is go, go, go to work, go home, cook dinner. You know, we get into a routine. But sometimes we have to peel back those layers and see what our children are missing in order to help them thrive. And that's with autism or without autism.
Exactly, exactly. I don't know why both of us are not on the screen at the same time when we're talking, even though I have the speaker on the view up there, Maya. Click on gallery and
Oh,
see if that will make a difference. But like Maya said, every minute, every moment is a teachable moment. Use that, and it is a lot of work. I talk nonstop. Everybody around Kareem talk nonstop. And again, I'm gonna say, I always say it takes a village. Luckily, thank God, Kareem has more than one mom. He has villages, like village full of good people around him.
thanks.
So support is a big, big thing. And every parent with a child with autism will tell you that this is not an easy journey.
Yeah.
It is not easy for a whole village. So if you have someone who has a child with autism, please check up on them. Please try to help them as much as possible because this is not, thank you, Maya, you fixed it. So it's not, yeah, like it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It is work, work, work all day. You're sleeping, you're thinking about how you can help them, you're up, you're doing something to help them. And that's just the emotional and the physical work. We're not talking about financial, we're not talking about changes that you make in the house. It is a lot. But I hope you all follow the K Mission TV Facebook page and K Mission TikTok, K
Yeah.
Mission TV. It's all at K Mission TV. If you have a TikTok, find us. YouTube, we have the K Mission TV. So the YouTube is going to be very beneficial for everyone because we are going to have it as educational as possible and also as fun as possible. For the TikTok and the Facebook, if you follow, you will see the progress. You will see the amount of change and the speaking and growing that happened to Kareem in the last 6 months. And that is, a result of 4 years and a half constant work.
Mm.
We don't stop.
Yeah.
So just think about that when you are like Maya said, you don't have to be an autistic child or a child with autism for you to do that for them.
Yeah.
So think about it and get it done. Um, Maya,
Yes.
Do you have anything else to add to this, or I'm going to
No?
use to the next the bullying part?
Yep. We can go to the next.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again with you guys, and we are going to make it big. If you're seeing it now, I am going to make sure that it is playing
Hey
on
friends, my name is Kareem.
with the sound.
What do you think of kids who always have an iPad or phone nearby? What do you think of their parents? What did you think of those parents before you had kids? Maybe you're the parents who are feeling judged by the world. We all know kids, especially kids with autism, love technology. So how do we as parents and educators use technology in a beneficial way? While too much technology could lead to social isolation and agitation when it's time to put away the tablet or the Xbox, trust me, I've been there. It may be easier for autistic people to begin and maintain social.
Sorry, guys, I shared the technology again. I am not on my best today. Sorry. All right. So this is the bullying video, and I'm going to start it from the beginning.
There's no sound.
You said there is no sound? Sorry,
No.
guys, there is no sound. I'm sharing the screen, the computer sound here. So it should be. Try it again, Maya.
Okay.
How about now?
Nope, still no sound.
Still no sound.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So let me stop. Let me stop it, and then we will just talk about the video. If you guys have time, go look. The whole idea today is to show you some of the videos that we already have on the website, and it is really done with not just love, but it's a lot of hard work and dedication. And shout out to the whole team. Kareem's mission has a whole team that is amazing, from songwriting to script writing to singing to people who's working in the media, the IT, the therapist. The whole group are been working every day to bring some materials, and we're just started. So you're gonna see one video every few weeks with when it comes to the singing, the fun part, and then the educational, the parent part. It is every week. So far, we have 3 videos up, and we're adding few more next week. The bullying. There is a huge statistic about bullying. The video is on YouTube. Maya could put like the link to it.
Yes, the link
Um,
is already in the comments, so you can click that link and watch the video. But the percentage I think you were looking for was the 94% of autistic people have reported being bullied, or uh, and a staggering and concerning statistic for parents and caregivers.
yes, yes,
94%.
yeah,
That is
yeah,
extremely high. That 94%, just let that sink in, everybody. And majority of, people who are living with autism, they're nonverbal. So there's people who can't even speak and say that they're being bullied, So I'm sure that number is 100%.
yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah. Um, before Maya read the rest of the statistics, I'm going to talk to you about my fear. Like, we all see in school, right? We all face being either, if you're not a bully, you were bullied at some point, or you just moved on life without being noticed.
Right.
Um, Not everyone get bullied, but in every person life span, they probably got bullied once or twice at least. There is a research, I don't remember from where, and don't quote me on it, but most of us get bullied. If you are a child with a special need, that number get higher. On top of that, if a child is nonverbal, or even an adult for that matter, if they are nonverbal, they're not able to tell you people are being mean to them or they're bullying them or all of that, then the bullying will be even worse because the bully is really making sure that this person is not going to tell on them.
Right.
They can't talk. So
Mhm.
this was my biggest fear when Kareem was diagnosed with autism and when he's not talking. Like he wasn't talking at that point at the beginning of his first 4 years, right? So that was, to me, was the biggest nightmare. And I know it is everybody's nightmare that has a child with autism. First, for your child to be abused and bullied. And the worst part is them not being able to come and express their feeling and tell you so you can help them. So this is not something that we take lightly, and this is one of the main point of what we are doing in Karim's mission in regards to awareness, educating, and advocating. So
Right.
raising awareness, raising community awareness, raising awareness among parent who has individual with autism, and raising awareness in the other parent so they can teach their kids not to be bullied. And
Right.
we've seen it. I mean, you don't have to have a child with autism. If you have a child, your son or daughter either come to you and say they seen someone being bullied or they were bullied themselves.
Mhm.
So raising awareness is the first part. Then supporting the kids who are getting bullied or the individuals who are getting bullied. We don't want them to get to the point that they feel like they have to end their life. And we
Yeah.
have many situations where kids with special needs commit suicide because of bullying. The third part is the advocacy. Advocacy is not us taking their voice away, but amplifying their voices and the parent voices, sitting down, listening to them, knowing what issues they have and how we can help. If that being by doing training in schools, organizations, companies, public places, that be it, we will do it. If that going and meeting with um, policymakers to
Mhm.
make sure that they are considering our population, our kids in their mind when they create, the policies
Right.
for that issue. So go ahead, Maya.
And bullying comes in all forms, which we all know. Physical,
Yeah,
verbal, psychological, face to face, online. There's so many ways that bullying can impact your children's life and even parents. Parents of autistic children, they're also bullied as well. They get the
yeah,
looks, they get the stares, they get the mumbling under the breath when their child is reacting it, in the grocery store. So there are different forms of bullying, and we have to, for one, know the signs. We have to, just like Hajir said, bring awareness to it and be ready to have those tough conversations because bullying has been around forever. Since the beginning of
yeah,
time, a form of bullying has been here. And it's up to us to stop it.
yeah. Yeah. And the video, the therapist did it in a very easy and simple way that
Mhm.
anybody will understand. So I know that not everyone has or knows someone with a child with autism, but learning is not going to hurt you. So
Right.
take that time. The video is only 4 minutes.
Yes.
Listen to the video, and we have the transcript in the comments on YouTube. So read the transcript, read what the therapist said about bullying. Share your opinion with us. And if you have an experience with bullying, and especially if you have a child with autism, please reach out. You can be anonymous. You can send us a video. You can send us an audio. You can send us a message, or just comment. Basically, just drop a comment on our YouTube channel, Facebook, or TikTok, and tell us if you face that issue. How did you took care of it?
Yeah.
And is it still going? What can we do to help? How can you help raising awareness? So this is an ongoing effort, and it's not something that Maya and I alone are doing or need to do, or the parent Lubna or Diana, every parent that we have on our team. But this is a collaboration from all the community. There are so many information here about why our autistic and neurodiverse kids are a higher risk of being bullied. There is a research here, and we even reference to the research, the reasoning behind that. So this is a huge issue in general, but it's even bigger with kids or individuals with autism. So
Right. And
go ahead, Maya.
if we continue to just sweep it under the rug, right? Um, it typically in society, if it's not happening to you, you don't have any interest in it. We have to get out of that mindset, because it may not be your child now, it may not be your family member now, but things can change very quickly. So we have to let that mindset go and worry about the problem. Bullying has been a big problem, and it's not going away. And it's affecting children and parents. I've seen it. I've been out with Hagir and baby Kareem, and you see the way people look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even him just sitting in his stroller, his protective stroller, which we talked about the stroller before. I think it's like a 5-point harness stroller. But even people looking at that, people, oh, he's too big to be in a stroller. What's
Yeah.
wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So bullying comes in all forms, and we have to come together. That's why Kareem's Mission is a beautiful organization and a perfect organization to bring everybody together. It's not to, like Hajir says, to reinvent the wheel. No, we know that there's tons of autism organizations out there, but it's coming together to create this inclusivity. And I can't even say it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, okay?
We know.
To create that world where everybody is safe and everybody is accepted, and that's a hard, it's hard to think that that we're gonna have that the way the society is going.
Yeah.
But we can create that narrative. And with Kareem's Mission, if you feel like this is what you want to do, you want to help change the world, you want to be the change that you want to see in the world, you want to make sure that everybody is treated equally, but you don't know how, become a volunteer of Kareem's Mission.
And you don't even have to come and volunteer if you're not here, because I know the next question will be like, we're not near the area.
Right.
Online.
Yeah.
Sharing. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Maya.
Share it, share, comment. You can send us emails, info@kareemsmission.org. Give us advice. Tell us what you want what you want to see, what you expect of Kareem's Mission. Anything can help. Even simple as just watching the video, liking it, sharing it. That's helping.
Talking about your experience, for example, that will be another
and that's hard.
way.
Yeah, and we know that some parents are not, it's that parent readiness is not there already. They're not there all
You
already.
don't have to be like us and come on a show.
Right.
You can share your experience if you feel like it and you're ready. If you're not ready, take your time until you get ready. But when we share our collective effort and experiences and share what we did wrong and what we did right, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. Let's just say
Exactly.
it again. I know we
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah.
So if I've been through this road and my child is 5 now, and someone just got diagnosed as 2, I'm going to walk you through like, I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to talk to you about what you need to do until age of 5. After
Right.
that, I don't know. So
Yeah.
that's why everybody else who has a child older than 5 can
Yeah.
come and help with their experience and so on. So we can have a whole community of parents and families that went through different process, different time in their children development, so they can help us, guide us with the things that they did and it worked. And
Yeah.
not every child is the same, so what worked for Asher might not work for Kareem and vice versa. So
Right.
yeah.
And you never know how your story can impact someone else, give somebody else the courage to share their struggles, to
Yeah,
share what they're thriving in. You just never know. So if you have something that you would like to share, or you know someone, please give them our contact info@kareemsmission.org. And I will also put that in the comments below as well. Um, we want to share your stories because it's important for people to know that yes, our children have autism, but our children are thriving with autism.
yeah, yeah. So I guess that will conclude the show for today. We are going to have a guest next Monday. We're going to have Gabby and the family. And in the meanwhile, we do this once a week, Mondays, but our work is every day.
Yes.
And when we say every day, 20 hours, 18 to 20 hours a day, we mean it. It's true.
Yeah,
So
we really mean it. Trust me.
yes, yes, we really mean it. And like I said, the information is available, is free there for everyone, is ready for everyone. We put the time and effort so we can have it available. If you know someone who in need or who can use it, or even just, you don't have to have a child with autism or individual.
Yeah.
As a person in the
Yeah.
community, you want to make a difference, learn
Yeah.
and hop on to the YouTube, hop on to all our platform and share your experience and watch our videos. And I hope it's going to benefit more people. And we're going to periodically come and talk to you about the videos, the topic that we discuss, and encourage you to go and follow the YouTube channel and the TikTok channel.
Yes, and don't forget, if you want your own personalized K Mission shirt, you can go to the Amazon. I will post the link in the comments below. You can get your K Mission shirt in different colors, and you can get your bag. Get your bag as well. It comes in different colors, and we have sizes all the way up to, I believe, 4X.
Yeah.
So please support K Mission. Get your K Mission shirt. Take a picture with your K Mission shirt, and post it. And I do want to remind everybody, today is the last day for you to send in your video submissions for the Hello song that launched last week. Send in your video submission to win 4 tickets to the zoo at the Lehigh Valley Zoo. Okay, so tonight by midnight, your video has to be in. You can send it to us at kareemsmission.org. And I also put that in the comments below.
Yep, and we will have periodic gifts and event that donated to us by company. And I want to, before we end, thank our partners. We want to thank the Hershey Company. We want to thank the zoo. We want to thank Dutch Wonderland. We want to thank Giant, Capital Blue Cross, everyone that is helping us and believing in us. And Whitaker Center. There is a list, a long list of supporters that you will see their names on our website. So Maya, you have to end because you are hosting today.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
So
thank you everybody for watching, and we look forward to seeing you guys on for our next Autism Monday show next Monday. See you guys later.